So, under different fruit crops, the second most important fruit crop is citrus group, and it is one of the important, like it is having lot of species, wide range of variation we can see in the citrus group. So, it is one of the important fruit crop. It comes under tropical group of fruits. So you might be knowing what is tropical fruit, subtropical fruit and temperate fruit crops, and at least examples you should know what is tropical, which are the tropical fruit crops. Like mango, banana, sapota, guava, it comes under both tropical as well as subtropical fruit crops or a fruit category. Next is temperate apple, then peach, pear, plum, almond, apricot, walnut. These all comes under temperate group of fruits. So, what are the health benefits of this? Next, when we look into this citrus group, I think in during COVID-19, most of you have experienced how this citrus or vitamin C is affecting the health or how it is protecting the health, we can say. It is having lot of antioxidant properties. Because of this, we can see, or we can also say this is a like a protector, like it will protect the human body from various type of, like even from free radical damages. In under citrus group there are different types, like say for example in case of oranges, if we look into the vitamin C content, it will be around 53 milligram. If we take 100 grams of fruits, we can see around 53 milligrams of vitamin C content in oranges. So likewise it will vary with the different species or group of citrus. Even grapefruit, even mandarins, these all comes under citrus group and having a very good content of vitamin C. Next, when we look in India, the area production or productivity, it is having it is a very important crop, or more the very much important crop after mango and banana, but it is having around like sixth position in India, sixth position. Sorry, in the world it is having sixth position. Scientific name under it is common. Normally they ask like family. Family is Rutaceae and the chromosome number it is 18. The word citrus it is derived from the word Greek. So most of the horticulture terminologies are either derived from Latin or Greek. It is in Greek the citrus fruit it is also like regarded as a godly tree, because because of its lot of health benefits, and also the influence of this fruit crop in the human health. So considering that it is regarded as a godly tree, and the culture, suppose if we are cultivating the citrus or if we are developing the orchard, our cultivation of citrus is called as citriculture. Citriculture, it may include any different kinds of species of citrus, and as I mentioned, it is a important fruit crop after mango and banana. And it is a not only in India, it is having use scope in entire world. So apart from India, we can see the cultivation of citrus groups in various countries like Brazil, China, even USA, South America, Japan, and also some parts of South Africa. So among the if we consider the area, like how much contribution we can expect from citrus fruit, it is around 9%. Like among the different fruit crops, if we consider, it will contribute nearly 9%. And there are different groups like oranges, sweet oranges like mandarin, lime, lemon, grapefruit. Like this, there are different groups are available, so that you will be learning in the coming slides. So what are the important uses? So it will be having a vitamin C content and it act as an antioxidant. So apart from that, how we can use this citrus fruit? So as a fruit or as a normal fresh fruit we can use. So apart from that, some of the citrus species are meant for pickling purpose. like limes and lemons. And some of the species of citrus or types of citrus we can use for the processing purpose, like canning. Canning means like storing any processed product in a hermetically like clean container. So that is we can use other species of citrus. Even lemon barley water is also available. Some of the products are other products like citric acid and pectin. These two are having given lot of industrial value also, especially in the pharmaceutical industry. And most of the times we can we might have experience like consumption of citrus. It will automatically or drastically reduce some infestation, even viral infection or any throat infection, that kind of problems. It easily detoxifies the body. That is the one ability of the citrus group. So because of this nature, this is having lot of value even in the pharmaceutical industry also, the citrus group. When we are consuming the citrus, sometimes we may experience some bitter taste. That is mainly because of the compound present in the citrus, that is naringin. Naringin, this compound, it will also have some beneficial effect like curing the fever related issues. So apart from these uses, like using as a fresh fruit or for pickling purpose and other industrial uses, even some group of citrus like grapefruit with the leaves of this grapefruit we can also feed for the cattle. So this is the importance of this citrus fruit crop. Why should we go for cultivation of this, and what are the health benefits, and how we can use this citrus in various other processing industries or any other industries, and what is the main compound present in it for that will cause bitterness. This they may ask naringin. So what is the compound? Bitterness of citrus is because of the presence of naringin compound. Naringin, the one compound present in the citrus group, it will induce the bitterness. Next, coming to the classification of citrus. There are two main scientists involved in the classification of citrus group. It is having lot of subspecies and subgenres. So the classification, classifying them is very important. The two scientists like Swingle and Tanaka, like under USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, they have identified some species in citrus like Swingle, relatively like which are the groups which belongs to a little bit bigger size fruits, which comes, it is also called as lumper classification, or it is also called as Swingle classification. Next is Tanaka. He has considered the small group of species, and it is called as splitter classification or Tanaka classification. So under Swingle system of classification, he has considered their two main subgenres under 16 species. The first genre which includes U citrus. So under this U citrus we can see 10 important species which are commercially cultivated. So these are the important species like citron, citrus medica, lemon, orangifolia, it is lime, sour orange, sinensis. Like this, around 10 important species are there. Grandis, it is pomelo, paradise, it is grapefruit. So it is under U citrus group. Next, coming to the other classification, that is Papeda group. The under subgenus Papeda, we can see 6 species, that is Ichaganensis, Latipens, Micranata. These are the some of the species, like 6 species under this group. Next, when we consider the classification given by Tanaka, there are two subgenres here also. It includes around 144 species. Under the two subgenres, there are Under Archicitrus, we can see 5 sections which include 98 species, and Metacitrus it includes 3 sections. So here we can see around 46 species. So they may ask who has given the classification of citrus, or as per the classification given by Swingle and Tanaka, how many groups are there under citrus? Like Swingle's classification includes 2 subgenera, like that is a Papeda group and also Eucitrus. And in case of Tanaka classification, Archicitrus and Metacitrus. So under that there are different subdivisions. So when you take the citrus, so this is about classification. They may ask the scientist associated with classifying this. Next is how the citrus fruit will look when we cut open our what is the white portion is called, that is albedo, and the corner portion is called as flavido, and the middle ones are vesicles, and that is juicy vesicles. So the flavido it is having lot of oil glands, so it is having value whatever the oil which is secreting, it is because of the presence of flavido. So these are the some of the important groups like sweet orange, mandarin, grapefruit, lime, pomelo. These are the some of the groups under citrus. Next is classification, and also under that citrus classification generally, and which are the groups. Like under acid group, here normally the categories which will produce more vitamin C compared to different groups. All the lime groups, lime, lemon, like Tahati lime, acid lime, Rangpur lime, sweet lime, all this comes under acid group. This Rangpur lime and rough lemon we can extensively use as a rootstock. Even these two act as a indicator plants for many citrus viral diseases. Next is orange group. So here we can see like multiple leaf orange, sweet orange is the one commercially cultivated one. Under mandarin group, so based on the area, the specific varieties we can see king mandarin, kino mandarin, Kodaikanal mandarin, Japanese mandarin, Coorg mandarin. This is divided based on the place of growing. Next is grapefruit and pomelo. So here compared to all these three groups, this grapefruit and pomelo group is having little bit bigger size fruits. The kumquat it is like Fortunella species. Then coming to the hybrids are recent day ones. So normally the Poniceros trifoliata is commonly used as a female parent. So same thing we can cross with sweet orange to get recitrange, tangelo like grapefruit, kumquat we can cross and get the citrang fat like this. These are the hybrids. Next coming to the acid, these are the citrus other groups. Next is acid group. In this there are different varieties like acid lime. These are the scientific names. So sometimes they may ask like which is the citrus group among the following not belongs to acid group. Suppose if they are mentioning mandarin here, that is a odd one like that. So these scientific names also you should like you will be knowing this. It's at least for Rangpur lime and rough lemon. What is the scientific name of the commonly used rootstock in case of citrus? That is rough lemon or citrus jambiri. Next is orange group. Orange group, sweet orange is the one commercially cultivated one. So apart from that, citrus aurantium and multifolia, that is multiple leaf orange. Mandarin group, So these are also called as loose-skinned oranges like Coorg mandarin, willow leaf mandarin and king mandarin. They may ask like what is the scientific name of king mandarin, that is Citrus nobilis, and Japanese mandarin, that is Unishu. And sometimes in many competitive exams they will ask mainly in ARS and all. What is the parentage of king Kinno mandarin? That is king into willow leaf. King into willow leaf, or it is a cross between king and willow leaf mandarin. Next group is pomelo and grapefruit. So here you can see this is a grapefruit. So the fruit size will be smaller compared to the pomelo. Next, we can also see comfort, that is Fortunella species. Uh, the one is hybrid groups. So here, as I mentioned in the previous slides, Ponycirus trifoliata is the common parentage or female parent we can use. So when we are crossing with orange, it will produce citrangar. Grapefruit, it will produce strangelo, and kumquat, it will produce citrankfat. Like this, the commonly used female parent is Ponycirus trifoliata. So when we consider all these major citrus groups, sweet orange is a one. It is having lot of value globally, and also mandarin it is having more value in the national scenario. So grapefruit is the one which is having least value. So this is in brief about mandarin, like 15% of the world's citrus production is contributed from the mandarin alone. It covers nearly 41% of the area in India. That is mandarin. So under this we can see lot of region specific varieties like Kinno mandarin. The cultivation is extensive in northern part of India. Northeastern region we can recommend Kashi mandarin, Darjeeling area, Darjeeling mandarin. Like this mandarin, like the Nagpur mandarin is also one of the famous one, and Coorg mandarins. Coorg mandarins. So this is a Japanese mandarin or Unishu. Dancy mandarin normally this one we can use it for creating a dwarf hybrids, or the hybrids are varieties suitable for high density planting. So Coorg mandarin, it is a commercial one in Coorg as well as some parts of Wayanad. So we can see around 9 to 11 segments here, and we can also see around 14 to 30 seeds in it. Next is Kashi mandarin. This is commercially grown in northern part like Assam. It is also called as Sikkim mandarin or Kamala mandarin. Nagpur mandarin is the finest mandarin in the world, and it is mainly used for the export purpose. Next is king or king Kinno mandarin, that is king into willow leaf. It is also one finest mandarin. So suppose they must mention the like the which is the finest mandarin in the world. Kinno mandarin. That is the Kinno mandarin. In India, that is Nagpur mandarin is famous. Next, under this sweet orange, which are the varieties lime and also lemon, blood red, Musambi, Satkudi, these are the some of the varieties. And under acid lime, Pramalini and Chakradhar seedless is the seedless variety. Eureka, these are the some of the varieties under lemon. Acid lime varieties, that is Kazi lime, Tahti lime, like PKM Pramalini is a clonal selection from Marathwada Agriculture University. Like Chakradhar lime, it is a thornless as well as seedless. Mention the seedless variety or thornless variety of acid lime, that is Chakradhar seedless or Chakradhar lime. Recently, from IHR, they have developed one variety, Rashmi. It is showing resistance to bacterial wilt. This they may ask, the bacterial wilt resistance variety of lime or acid lime, that they may ask. Next is root stocks. How these root stocks are essential or important in case of the citrus group. Most of the time, the citrus we can see lot of problem related to viral diseases, and some of the rootstock like really showing some resistance to some of the viral diseases that we can use. And also, you might be knowing the rootstock cyan relationship, like particular rootstock or cyan we have to use to achieve the success in any fruit production. Normally, most of the fruits are propagated through vegetative means, and we can use some of the rootstock like seedling and clonal rootstocks. So here we can see both, like most of them are seedling rootstocks, like Rangpur lime we can use as a rootstock. It can be used against some of the problems associated with citrus cultivation, like nematode problem, even exocartis, xyloporosis. So trustees, because of this only, this Rangpur lime is the commercially used rootstock. Next, Karnakatta. So it is incompatible with some of the citrus group like Malta, blood red and lime. Rough lemon, it is also having value, but it is showing some susceptibility towards like trustees blight, but it is tolerant to major disease, viral disease, tristeza. Like this dwarfing, suppose if you want to create a dwarfness in citrus tree, so we can use a rootstock like flying dragon. They may ask which is a rootstock is used to induce the dwarfness in citrus, that is flying dragon, and which is a salt tolerant rootstock, Severania buxifolia. This also several times they will be asking this. Next is some other rootstocks. Citrus unischu. It is a Japanese origin rootstock and it is having tolerance to freezing injury. Normally, these citrus fruits we will not export immediately after harvest, so it has to sustain the cold storage or the low temperature it has to undergo for several weeks. So some of the varieties we can develop using this citrus unischu. So that kind of varieties will be having a freezing tolerance ability. So some of the rootstocks are showing resistance to even cold, like severe cold. So orange and Cleopatra mandarin, these are showing resistance to even cold tolerance. So this is the importance of rootstock, and particular rootstock we have to use for specific purpose in citrus to achieve success in citrus production. Next, coming to the propagation methods or propagation. Commercially, if we see citrus is propagated through tea budding or vegetative propagation. So what are all the advantages of vegetative propagation? You will be knowing already. So this is just I will go through this. We can, since most of the fruit trees are they are having long juvenility, to control that we can go for this vegetative propagation, so that the fruit trees will produce earliness or produce early bearing. Next, we can expect uniformity in the even tree size, and uniformity we can expect in the yield quality also we can assure about the quality of the fruits. So this is just information how they will do the budding. Normally, dormant stage we have to do this operation. Like even in the rainy season, we have to remove the patch of the bud. In the next photo, you can clearly see here. First straight cut, then V shape cut. The bud we have to open it and insert in the selected rootstock. So after some time, so we have to close this and it will show some uh, the growth. So after like establishment we can separate it and we can plant it in the poly bags. Even we can also follow air layering in citrus, but that is not the commercial one. So with respect to different species also the propagation method will differ. Sweet orange normally we can use tea budding or patch budding. Rough lemon and Rangpur lime we can successfully use as a rootstocks. Next is mandarin also tea budding. Here also rough lemon and Rangpur lime along with the different species also we can use. Acid lime, it is commercially propagated through seeds, but suppose if you want to induce abiotic stress tolerance, if that is the case, we can use some other rootstocks in the acid lime like lemon we can use, sweet lime we can use, gajanima we can use. Gajanima or this pomelo, normally it is having some undesirable characteristics. That's why normally we will not recommend this as a rootstock. So in case of citrus lime, sweet lime we can use. Hardwood cuttings are air layering. Rangpur lime it is seed. Like in Tahati lime and pomelos air layering and lemon and grapefruit it is budding. So commercially if they ask it is tea budding. So this is all about vegetative propagation and sexual propagation. Next we can see how the shoot tip grafting is done in case of citrus. Normally this is the one recent method of propagation in case of citrus. So the advantage is suppose I already mentioned in citrus there is a problem of virus. The viral diseases will be more. Suppose if we use thermotherapy, it will also kill the viral infestation but not to full extent. Sometimes it may also create some kind of stress to plant because of the heat and the plants will not able to produce the proper economic yield. That's why it is not recommended. And suppose if you want to use the micro propagation like this citrus it will not respond much to this meristem culture. That's why we can go for micro grafting or micro budding. So it is an best alternative for the other vegetative propagation methods to exclude or to avoid the viral infestation. Next is like how we can follow this shoot tip grafting. First you have to select the desirable mother plant. So that mother plants we have to subject it to indexing. Like suppose Rangpur lime. It is it will show resistance to Trasteza. So on that we can do the grafting of any of the desirable cyan. Suppose if it is showing symptom, then we can discard that. If it is not showing symptom, then we can utilize that as a cyan material for propagation purpose. Normally, in for shoot tip grafting, 2 weeks old seedlings we can use. Like the pre-treatment we have to do for the stack and cyan by preparing 1 week earlier or 2 to 3 days earlier. So after that we can also do micro budding here. Normally the rootstock and cyan should be having a 3 centimeter diameter. That kind of plants we can select or the seedlings we can select. So this will helps in avoiding the nursery establishment, and we can also create some dwarfism that can be utilized in the high density planting system, and it will also helps in giving early yield compared to tea budding. Next we can just see how this micro budding or micro grafting is different from conventional method, that is tea budding. In case of tea budding, this is a little bit slow method. It requires continuous labors, and also biological indexing is not possible in case of tea budding, where it is possible in case of micro budding. But the results are almost similar. We can commercially even use this micro budding or grafting for commercial establishment of the orchards, or we can also produce healthy planting material or seedlings. So this is all about propagation aspects. Next we can move on to the some of the practices or horticulture practices are the crop management or crop regulation practices followed in case of citrus. Normally, uh, there are some fruit crops like citrus, pomegranate, guava. These are the fruits we can see the flowering and fruiting throughout the year. So there will be no rest for the plants or trees. So that will leads to the reduction in the quality of the fruits. So for this, what we can do is we can force the or we can regulate the flowering and fruiting. So that will helps in giving the good quality fruits in the when we expect during that time we can produce the good quality fruits. Normally there are three different types of Bahar treatments: Ambe Bahar, Mrig Bahar, Hast Bahar. Ambe Bahar means it will start very early, like in Feb March. So during that time, if there is a flowering, like it leads to the production of the watery or poor quality seed fruits. So after flowering, normally it will take 4 months to fruiting. Big Bahar here, we are restricting the irrigation to the citrus plants during June, July, and after 1 month or 2 months we can go for irrigating that by supplying the recommended dose of fertilizers. So after 2 to 3 months it will start producing the flowers and fruiting, and during Big Bahar the quality of the fruits will be good. Quality will be excellent. So normally they will ask one question like, to produce the good quality fruit crops, which Bahar treatment is good? Or among the following Bahar treatment, and which of the following is used to produce the excellent quality fruits? Normally it is Hast Bahar, sorry, Brig Bahar. Brig Bahar. In Hast Bahar, the yield will be good, but the uh, yield will be less, but the quality will be good. But Brig Bahar, both the quality as well as yield will be good. So here, suppose if March flowering means after 4 months it will produce the fruiting. Suppose first here the main concept is you have to make the citrus tree to defoliate by restricting the irrigation as well as exposing the roots. Suppose since it is a evergreen tree, suppose it is not possible to restrict the irrigation sometimes. During that time we can go for use of some of the chemical defoliants. So this question also they may ask like, which are the defoliants used for like defoliation of some of the fruit crops like mepicpat chloride, cycocil at the rate of 200 ppm we can use. And next is cultural aspects like how to select the soil. Here sandy loamy soil is also good, and the soil should be having good aeration, should be having a very good aeration. That is the one thing we have to consider, and it should have good drainability. There should not be any salt injury. 10 to 38 degrees is the best like temperature, and 20 to 30 is also we can say optimum. So it is very sensitive to high winds, even the change in the atmospheric humidity. Even if we provide partial shade, that will be good for citrus tree. Normal planting season is June to August. So here we have to dug the pits of 75 centimeter each, and we can incorporate topsoil and FIM, and we can prepare the pits, and we can go for placing the grafts into budded plants or grafted plants into it. Normally the June July is the best season. Spacing also it differs with the species. Mandarin it is 6, but if in general 5 by 5 or 6 by 6 meter is the spacing required for citrus cultivation. In general it is. Next is fertilizer application. Initially it requires less, and after 6th year onwards around half kg of N and 370 grams of P and half kg of K is required. Along with that micronutrients also we have to produce, we have to spray for proper production of the fruit quality as well as increase the yield. So it is a micronutrient loving plant. Sometimes in the fill in the blanks or somewhere they will ask. So which of the following fruit crop among the fruits which are mentioned below, which are the following is micronutrient loving plant, or the crop which require more micronutrient, so that is citrus. Next, coming to the budwood certification. In case of citrus, I was mentioning from the previous slides, like it is susceptible to some of the viral diseases. Suppose if we select the uh, buds from the infected plants, that will lead to the production of the infected plants. So before going for vegetative propagation, the selected bud should be budded on the indicator plants which you have seen. Like say for example, here you can see acid lime is the indicator plants for Tristeza, canker and cirrhosis. Suppose if any of these infections are there in citrus buds, so it will show the symptoms, so that we can discard in the propagation stage itself. Same way for Exocartis, Rangpur lime and Xyloporosis sweet lime. Most of the lime groups are showing symptoms. So if they show the symptom, that we can discard, since these citrus groups not only used in the country, it is also exported. And next, after Budwood certification and all, so how to do the training and pruning in case of citrus? So open center system of training is followed here. Like we have to open the center by removing all the scaffold branches, secondary branches, so that the tree will receive sufficient amount of sunshine, and also it will absorb the nutrients properly. So here you can see all the unwanted branches we have to remove. Only some 5 to 6 branches along with the open center we can use. Next is how fertilizer application. In this photo you can see the band application is normally followed. Band application we can use, and swabbing the citrus tree with fungicide to avoid the problem of even canker, gummosis, like that. Normally, so after this, we can see the yield, that is from 250 to 300 grams. We can say generally. So when we are harvesting the citrus, along with the beak, we should not harvest. The beak should be small. The buttons should be very small, because it is sensitive to different kinds of injuries. So that's why we have to harvest very carefully. So OCED, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, they have given some grades like based on the color chain, both in citrus as well as in the sweet oranges. So how they will, you can see here, like corrugated fiber board boxes we can use for packing. and even the variety name also they will mention in the stickers. This is pomelo and also it is grapefruit, just for the information sake. And these are the some of the important pests like black aphid, black peach aphid, fruit sucking moth, citrus butterfly, even aphids you can see. Cupping of the leaves and it will affect the photosynthetic ability, citrus butterfly and scilla. These are the some of the major pest. Diseases include canker is the main problem, and gummosis, tristiza, xylophorosis, citrus greening because of the deficiency of micronutrients, and also MLOs, canker you can see. We can use any of the resistant varieties. Like dieback, it is also improper pruning or training operation. Gummosis, swabbing that is commonly practiced to avoid the gummosis problem. Next, coming to the disorders. Disorders means it is a unavoidable condition, and also the economic part of the plant will get affected directly. Fruit drop, it is a major problem in citrus because of the, suppose if there is a fluctuation in the temperature or if there is a scanty irrigation. So during that time we can see fruit drop in the month of May as well as in September. For that we can go for spraying the ripening hormone like ethefan or ethyl at the rate of 1000 ppm. 1000 ppm, this will help in controlling the problem of this fruit drop. Sunburn, this is also one important disorder, like when the citrus tree is exposed to high temperature, that leads to the burning symptom in the tree, twigs, even on the fruits. So we can go for spraying the trees with like any solutions or water solution or any fungicide solution. Sespenia grandiflora also we can like agati we can plant as a shade crop, and we can maintain proper mulching, irrigation, water management, everything we can maintain properly to control this one. Next is granulation. This is a severe disorder you can see in this photo, like whatever the quality criteria like sugars, acids, phenolic compounds that will start reducing in this. So the whatever the juicy sacs are there, that will start enlarge, and also the color will change and the taste will be insipid. It is mainly because of the fluctuation in the temperature, relative humidity, and also because of improper water management. So for that we have to properly manage the water and climatic condition. We can apply proper micronutrients like zinc, Cu, and also K. Along with that we can apply. Even we can also go for lime spray. Spray lime we can spray to the citrus trees. Albedo breakdown. Here that means discoloration of the fruit. The rind portion it will start discoloring. It is because of the high calcium and magnesium content. So we can go for applying any growth regulators like gibberellic acid as well as some of the micronutrients like calcium to control this. Frost injury, we can see the juice sacs like will start drying, and it will be insipid in taste, and it will reduce the marketable value of the fruit. Like when the temperature drop down as low as -2 degrees Celsius, suppose for more than 4 hours, that will leads to the frost injury. Like we can wrap the trunks and also apply sufficient water, and also maintain, we have to maintain properly the orchard. We have to properly maintain the orchard. Next is fruit splitting of fruits. It is because of the fluctuation in the temperature, relative humidity, and also improper water and fertilizer management. So for this we have to properly manage the micronutrients, especially boron, and also proper production as well as like irrigation management is important. Next is oleocellulosis. Here you can see, suppose if we take the citrus fruit, it will be having some damage because of the piercing of the nails or some other mechanical damages during the harvesting. So while handling and harvesting carefully, we have to harvest the citrus fruits. That is the only thing we can control this oleocellulosis. Twig dieback is the common problem. It may be because of the various factors like fungi, bacteria, nematodes, or salt injury. Suppose if the low soil temperature is there, or low like high dry wind is there, or frost injury is there, during that time we can see this dieback problem, and even improper pruning also leads to dieback problem. Next is degreening. That means when we harvest the citrus fruits, it will be having a, even at the maturity stage, it will be having a uneven colors. This can be controlled by using proper amount of ethyl, like 250 ppm after harvesting. Next is puffiness or creasing. So here, because of the, we can see some of the grooves on the surface of the fruits because of the high pectin content as well as proteolytic activity. So properly we have to maintain we have to apply the GA3 to control this. These are the some of the institutions working on citrus, like California Citrus Research Board at California Citrus Research Education Center, Florida. Citrus Research and Development Foundation, it is also there in Florida. Citrus Research International, South Africa. Like this NRC and Citrus is there in Nagpur, that is National Research Center for Citrus. This also they may ask, like NRC and Citrus along with the location. Even some substations like Citrus Research Station of Tirupati at Peltur in Andhra Pradesh we can see. So like this, there are many institutes even concentrating on citrus like IARI, IAHR. So this is all in detail about citrus crop. So there may be some questions like different groups or species. So what is the bitter principle in citrus? So apart from that, it is also called as micronutrient loving plant, and different disorders, and some of the institutes like NRC and Citrus is located at Nagpur, that is NRCC. So like this they may ask few questions in this. So okay, thank you for watching.